Alex, welcome.
Hello.
Welcome.
Merhaba, günaydın, nasılsın?
Teşekkürler.
How do you start? Which country your first country in your travel?
Okay, so at the beginning I traveled a little bit with my ex-girlfriend, but it was just for 1 week, and I really didn't like it because it was too short. It was too short. It was quite expensive to go somewhere for 1 week. And later, when I didn't have a girlfriend, I decided to travel a long time. So my first big trip, like solo, just me, I go to Balkans. It's very popular because it's cheap. You can visit many countries.
Which country in Balkan
And it's safe.
first?
Oh, I buy some cheap ticket to Bulgaria. From Bulgaria I go to Istanbul. From Istanbul I go to Greece. From Greece I go to Albania. From Albania I go to Croatia. And then somehow I go to Poland, yeah. But anyway, it was my first trip, so at the beginning it was difficult because I need to learn everything. But it was my first trip that I can learn all this backpacking, this hitchhiking. To be honest, I was not good, but I learned. And then when I come back to Poland, I was thinking, oh, soon will be a winter. It was always my dream to go to some warm countries for winter. So I decided to go to Portugal and Spain. Morocco was closed. So I spent 3 months there. So I skipped almost all winter. I was in Portugal and Spain.
I know how is your style while you are traveling, but please tell me about our followers. How is your style? You are staying 1 week or 1 month in a city. How is your style?
Okay, so basically everything depends if I feel it's time to change. So if I don't like the place, for example, I don't like touristy place like Phuket, Krabi, I didn't like at all. So I stayed 2 nights because I have this feeling, okay, this is so touristy, I need to just escape. But when I am in a place which I really like, I meet some nice people. Sometimes it's local people, but sometimes it's backpackers. I can stay even more than 7 days. And basically, if some place is expensive, I just stay short time. But if the place is cheap, I can stay long time, like 7 days, 10 days. My maximum that I stay in one place, it was 2 weeks. It was in Spain, in Nerja. It was a perfect place because in one place you have mountains, you have sea. So it's not much places like this, but also I meet amazing people. Always when I want to change the city, I meet somebody, and for example, some lady say, tomorrow I want to hike. I want to go to the mountains. Maybe you can go with me. But I was thinking, tomorrow I want to change the city, but she's nice. This place is nice. I can stay longer. So always when I want to change the city, something happened, you know? So, So it depends on me how many days I stay. If I get bored of the city, if I know everything about city, if I want to change, I go to next city. I think it's some countries are small, sometimes are big, but I think 1 month in one country is good because you can still enjoy the country. But later it's good to change country. It depends, you know. Sometimes small country, when country is small, sometimes 1 week or 2 weeks it's enough. Yeah.
I know that you are good hitchhiker. We can say about you, about hitchhiker in you, you are definitely professional, we can say. And tell me about hitchhike. What should be, for example, you told me about dress and color. Yes, please tell me.
Yeah, before I start to hitchhike, I was watching the YouTube, a little bit I read. So on YouTube I see some guy that he go from Poland to India with finger, and I was thinking if he can do something like this, I can do also. So a little bit YouTube inspired me that I see it's possible. You can see somebody that he do it, so why you can also do it, yeah? I read something in internet about color, so it's good to have happy colors. Like for example, yellow, orange and green is a good color because it's happy colors, yeah. But if you have black color, black t-shirt, it's still possible, but you need to wait longer. So it's some kind of psychology, you know. On the highways, people only see you for 5 seconds. So so you need to look good. So colors it's very important, but also I think you need to long trousers it's good because you look like a man. Sometimes short trousers, sometimes it's very hot, so I have short trousers, but I think with long trousers it's better.
Which countries are the really easy about hitchhike?
And this is very funny because Turkey is very easy.
Really?
Why Turkey is so easy? Because sometimes you don't need to hitchhike and you can hitchhike. I will tell you how you can do it. You go to the fuel station, and on the fuel station, these workers who work there, they say, "Where are you going?" And I say, "Oh, I go to, I don't know, Ankara, Cappadocia." And they say, "Wait." They speak with drivers. Where are you going? And later, if they find this driver, so anyway, the workers on the fuel station, they ask drivers about this, so it's very easy.
Yes.
Only in Turkey something like this. So Turkey it's easy to start, for example.
And another.
Georgia it's easy, Armenia it's easy, but sometimes the problem is I speak a little bit Turkish, so Turkey it's easy for me. But in Georgia, it's good to speak Russian, like at least basic words. Armenia it's also easy, but they even you need. But also Thailand was good, India is good, Malaysia is good. But about difficult countries, I think Cambodia, Laos, it's very difficult. Some countries that is difficult. Soon I will be in China. I think China can be very difficult. But anyway, I always hitchhike in country where it's safe and it's easy.
How many countries you traveled?
I was in something like 23 countries, but when I finish my trip now, it will be almost 30, like 29. Everything depends on my energy, you know. If I will be in good shape, if I will eat well, if I will exercise, if I will not drink alcohol like now. no, I'm joking. One beer, it's okay. But if I will be in a good shape, I can visit more countries. But if I will too much push myself, I need to travel less country. Yeah? So it's depend on my energy, because when you are in the city, it's easy to have a lot of energy. You know, you can cook, you can eat well. Now when we travel, it's quite difficult to eat some healthy. You know.
We are in Kazakhstan now, and this is your first time in Kazakhstan. You will be maybe 1 month or 2 months later, you will be in China, and you will be first time in China. Still, do you have excited when you come a country first time? Still, you feel excitement?
Yes. Always the first week in new country, it's very interesting because everything is new. After 1 week, it's nice, but it's not the same. But I think also when I travel, first 3 months, it's like I really enjoy. After 3 months, you don't enjoy because it starts to be normal that you travel, you change cities, all the time you eat something new, all the time you meet interesting people. So I think at the beginning when I travel, it's more excitement, and later it's less excitement, but it's still fun, you know. So I think the best, to be honest, if I can choose, I will live like this, that 6 months I work, 3 months I travel, 6 months I work, 3 months I travel. But the problem is that recently I live like this, that half year I work hard in Turkey, then I half year travel, then half year, and now I change a little bit this lifestyle because I decided I need to change the months because I want to visit different countries. So now I was working like 7-8 months, so I can travel for 7-8 months. So I little bit change because it's boring all the time to do the same. So I want to change a little bit this way of traveling.
Can we say this, before all this lifestyle, all this travel, Alex was different person? Can we say this?
Yeah, I think I was completely different person. Now I see I am very big mix. My personality is very mixed. When I meet people, sometimes they don't say I am from Poland, which is very funny. So I think now it's every country that I visit, I learn something. From every country, I take some beautiful star and take it with me. So from every country, I learn something. But now I see some things in Poland. It's not good. Like for example, I really like that in Poland we like to work hard. hitchhiking, it's also hard work, yeah? So it's easier maybe for me to hitchhike, but what I don't like, drinking culture I don't like in Poland, which is similar to Russia, because this is a little bit stupid. That from Monday to Friday, Polish people, they really work hard, you know? We are very good in working. We have very good balance between quality and quantity, you know? But in Saturday we drink a lot of alcohol, and in Sunday we have hangover. And if you think about this, it's not good. But in cold countries, it's like this. So now I see, because of traveling, that I can see Poland from different perspective, like from outside. Because I am in Poland now. To be honest, now I'm in Poland like 1 month or 2 months. It depends on the how much I need to wait for work, how much I need to wait for travel. So sometimes I'm in Poland like 1 month or 2 months maximum. Yeah. So and I think I learn a lot now. I think in different way, but also traveling for me, it's very like I spend little money, but I can be very happy. And I think people in cities, they need to spend a lot of money to be happy. So traveling, it's very interesting about this, yeah? That even if you spend little, you can still be very happy because there's a lot of new things around you. And if there is no new things, you can change the city, you can change the country, you know? Or you can change the hostel if you don't meet good people, like you meet some people who party all the time, you change hostel and maybe you will meet different people, yeah?
In this travel, every day you have learned something in your life. We can say every day you learn new things.
Yes, I think every day we can learn something. Every day we can learn something. Now I have some diary, so I have some note, and in a note I write something. Like for example, today what happened, what I learned, what was interesting. Even when it's a bad experience, I like to write it. When I travel, I can write something about my life. But when I work, there is not much I can write about because it's almost the same, you know. So yeah, so I think traveling, it's. I also like to learn. So traveling, it's good for me, you know. And also sometimes you can have like some kind of adventure, some kind of nice story. So it's really fun. It's really fun. Yeah. So this is why I like to travel. I travel so long time because I work in Turkey. Then I travel in many countries. Now it's very hard for me to go back to reality, to go back to Poland. Now when I'm in Poland, it's even hard for me to find a job because it's a little bit boring, you know. So I travel too much, and now reality for me it's very boring. So I don't know if I can ever in my life go back to a reality. This is the problem. A little bit too much traveling, but still I am a very happy person. Yeah.
We met because we are traveling cheapest accommodation, maybe small budget. And how can you start? How can you successful about this? How do you earn your money? What are you doing for budget?
Okay, so at the beginning I was working a little bit in Netherlands, a little bit in Poland, and then I start to travel. But later, when I travel, somebody in hostel tell me, when you talk about travel, there is a positive energy, and you should be a tour guide. And some guy from UK say something like this. Later, some woman from Germany say something like this, and I was thinking, one life, we need to try it. So I start to be a tour guide. The easiest country was the Turkey because there is a lot of Polish people, so there is a lot of work and it's easy. So I start in Turkey. But later I work in Turkey. It was like this. In Turkey, the work it's 5.5 months, so almost 6 months. But it's a hard work. Sometimes we work all day, so it's a lot of work. And later I have this half year to travel. Of course, my company pushed me to work in other countries, but after half year in Turkey, physically I am tired. Maybe not mentally, but physically, because I need to wake up early, sometimes 4 a.m. So I live like this. I work in Turkey, then I travel to countries that are interesting for me. But at the beginning I travel with the plane, but now I prefer not to use train, go slowly. I meet some people who travel slowly and it's better like this. But anyway, I always choose the cheapest accommodation, and in many countries it's possible, it's good. if the cheapest accommodation is not good, I go to second the cheapest. Yeah, only India was not possible to be in the cheapest accommodation, but only because the building is extremely old, and for Indian people they don't care. But we are from Europe. I'm from Europe, so it's difficult for us. For Indian people, it's possible. Sometimes in India, the cheapest accommodation is not good. But for the example, in Southeast Asia, like Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, the cheapest accommodation is very good. It's very clean. So it depends on the country. But I live cheap. To be honest, I spend I think like $15 every day. It depends on the country. Sometimes can be a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less. But I think from $10 to $15 I spend every day for food and accommodation. Yeah, now I live very cheap, but still I am a very happy person.
Do you miss anybody in your homeland, or do you miss anybody from your family? What do you feel about missing maybe your country or your family or your friends? What do you feel about this?
Okay, so a very long time I am not in Poland. I am in Poland only for 1 month, sometimes between travel and work or something like this. So I think it's I have some friends. Sometimes I talk with them, sometimes I talk with family. But now I see now I see for me the most important is to meet somebody, not to talk on the phone and stuff like this. Sometimes it's good, but to be honest, it's better to focus on people who are around you. So when I will be in Poland, I will speak with my father, my sister, maybe my friends. But I think now, because I travel a long time, now I don't miss Poland, because now this is my life. This is my life when I travel, when I'm in Turkey, this is my life. So I think I travel so long time, so I don't miss my country, because a little bit Poland is now boring for me. Poland is a little bit boring for me, but yeah.
Local people, when you meet local people, you surprised something in their life, because your lifestyle has changed from them, and their lifestyle is generally one circle. They are going circling, and when you look at local people in the countries which you go, what do you feel?
Yeah, sometimes when I was in country like India, Cambodia and Laos, it's very sad, because people, they are working, but they are not saving money. And this is a circle which is very sad, because it's a little bit like slave. So it's very important always when you work to save money, because later you can do something. You can buy some apartment, you can invest in some kind of skill. Anyway, you can open a business. But if you say don't save money, it's very sad. Yeah, so when I travel, I really appreciate. I am very happy that I have opportunity to travel, because I born in Poland. If I born in Cambodia, I will not have too much opportunities. For example, people in Cambodia, they have only work for half year, and to be honest, this is very bad job. Like, they earn $5 for all day, and later there is no work for half year. And what they do? Illegally, they go to Thailand, because they can go only to Thailand for 2 weeks legally. So illegally they go to Thailand, and in Thailand they have $10 for all day. So if I born in Cambodia, I don't know if I ever travel, because they don't travel to Thailand. They go there just for work. So we should be happy to travel. I think traveling open your head. The biggest problem now in this century, it's something like this, that in television there's a lot of hate. We should hate, I don't know, Muslim people, we should hate Russia, we should hate all these communist countries. And in communist country and Muslim country, they do opposite. You should hate Europe, you should hate this, yeah. So now when I travel, I see the television, they want us to hate other, just because the politics, they want people to follow the country, yeah. They don't want some people who will, yeah. So now when I travel, I can see how it look like, yeah. For example, for me, there is no problem to have friends from Russia, But in television, now Russia is our big enemy. In our television, they will never say something good about Russia. Like in Russia, there's a beautiful literature, for example. They will never say something like this because now they say only bad things about Russia. Of course, it's not good that there is a war and the main person it's Russia who create this war, who start this war. Yeah. So now when I travel, I can verify this television, which always make a lot of mess in the head, and later when you travel, you can see the Vietnam. It's nice, good country and stuff like this. So yeah, it's good to travel to see how world look, because in television you don't see how world look like. Yeah.
Our followers maybe wonder about this. How can they start to travel? What do you suggest them? And what do you want to say local person, and if they have opportunity to travel but they are afraid for traveling?
Okay, so at the beginning you need to start with country which is like what is interesting for you. If your heart want to go somewhere, just go there. But at the beginning it's good to choose the country which is easy. For example, India and China, it's difficult, so it's better to do it later. But at the beginning you can go to some easy country. I don't know, easy country. Georgia, it's easy. Turkey, it's easy. Thailand, it's easy.
What do you think about Kazakhstan?
You know, for me it's better to not talk about Kazakhstan because I am here already 3 days. Yeah, but I was very long time. I was 2 months in Georgia. I was 2 months in Georgia. It's very easy. Anyway, country which is touristy, it's easy. But country which is completely not touristy, like Iran, Pakistan, Afghanistan, it's very difficult. So you need more experience. But I think the most important, what do you like? If you like to read about something, if you like to read about some country, if you like to watch some photos, the photos are nice for you, you should go. Yeah, but it's good to start with easy country and later something more difficult. And it's good to start with cheap countries, because at the beginning you can make a lot of mistakes. Every mistake, it means you will lose money. So it's good to start with cheap countries, because if you make a mistake, it will be not a pain. In expensive countries, yeah, it's more difficult. Yeah, if you make a mistake, it's a big mistake. Yeah.
Alex, thank you very much for this wonderful conversation, and I'm drinking for your travel and your featured countries. Thank you very much.